Hey everybody, it's Justin with Epic Game Time, and we are back bringing you another deck tech for your Friday Night Magics, your Star City games, or just at your kitchen table. Today we're bringing you Red, Black, Hollow 1 Aggro. This deck is a standard deck that uses the graveyard and cycling to pump out early Hollow 1s and really get an aggressive start. So, let's go ahead and look at what we have, and I will show you the deck. Okay, we have, hit the show preview panel here. We have 3 Canyon Sloths, 4 Foreboding Runes, 2 Smoldering Marshes, and then, of course, your mountains and your swamps that equal up to 23 lands. Now, with all of these different black-red lands, we're looking for as many wash lands as we can. Well, they're not technically wash lands, but, black-red dual-colored lands as we can. This particular variation of 4-3-2, all that does is really maximize the ability for lands to come into play untapped, which is really what we want. Now let's look at our creatures. We have 4 Crypt Breakers, 4 Insolent Neonates, 2 Earthshaker Kenras, 4 Scrap Heap Scroungers, 4 Prized Amalgams, 4 Haunted Dead, and of course 4 Hollow Ones. Some things to note. The whole point of the deck is to be able to quickly get out a bunch of creatures. Hollow 1 is a great way to do that because it costs 2 less for each card you've cycled and or discarded this turn. So, and it costs 5. So what you're looking at is early on things like Crypt Breaker has you discard a card. Lightning Axe, Insolent Neonate, Cathartic Reunion has you discard 2 cards for 2. So that brings down Hollow 1's cost to 1. So on turn 3, you can Cathartic Reunion, pay 1, pump out a Hollow 1. Alternatively, you can wait for a turn and Cathartic Reunion, Lightning Axe, or Cathartic Reunion Insolent Neonate, and just pump out a bunch of Hollow 1s for free. Now, Hollow 1 all by itself isn't going to get the job done. An early 4/4 is fine, but we want to make sure that we're still running on a decent engine. Now, Crypt Breaker is, in my opinion, just a really, really, really good card, but we're going to need something additional. Well, we want to make sure we're using both of Crypt Breaker's abilities. So we went ahead and put 4 Prized Amalgam and 4 Haunted Dead. Prized Amalgam is going to be great because we're getting back Scrap Heap Scroungers and Haunted Deads from our graveyard, so that's absolutely wonderful. So Prized Amalgam is going to come back often enough that it actually works. Earthshaker Kenra, Eternalized, also triggers Prized Amalgam. So, oh wait, no, Eternalized does not. I apologize. Eternalized does not, but of course Scrap Heap and Haunted Dead do. So we have 8 cards that will bring back Prized Amalgam. Let's see here. Anything else? Of course we have 3 Lightning Axes, 4 Fiery Tempers, because we're going to be discarding a lot for Cathartic Union to make sure we draw into what we want. So the point of the deck is get a couple things in your graveyard. Preferably you want a Scrap Heap Scrounger, a Haunted Dead, or something in your graveyard that you can recur with a couple Prized Amalgams. You don't necessarily want your Hollow 1s out, because you want to be able to get Scrap Heaper, Haunted Dead back, get your 1 or 2 Prized Amalgams out, and then cast a Hollow 1. That'd be perfect. The whole point is at 1 or 2 turns you're gonna get just this massive creatures on the board and swing. And as you play around with the deck, you'll be able to find that there are ways in this particular deck that let you avoid a board wipe, such as being able to get Haunted Dead or Scrap Heap Scrounger back from the graveyard on your opponent's main phase 2. That way Prized Amalgam comes back, and then all of a sudden you're untapping with anywhere between 6 to 8 to 10 points of damage. Now let's go ahead and look at our sideboard. Now the main plan is pretty solid, but let's say you're going against a control deck. Well, we have 4 collective brutalities. We really do not want a control deck to kind of mess with our plan here. And an easy way for them to mess with our plan is countering our cathartic reunions, countering our haunted dead, stuff like that. We really don't want that. So collective brutality is really an awesome thing. Also, having your haunted dead disallowed feels really bad. So we're gonna go ahead and grab collective brutality. For all those teamer like energy decks, Gifted Aetherborn is a great card. Gifted Aetherborn is just so good. It's so good against Bristling Hydra is the one that it really stands out against. Cartouche of Ambition is equally good. Cartouche of Ambition is really the main reason I have it in the deck is against Pummeler. Electrostatic Pummeler, being able to play one and just knock out Electrostatic is just wonderful. Hour of Devastation is obviously, we are not technically an aggro deck, so we should not play like an aggro deck. So if your opponent is playing zombies, or if your opponent is playing red-green aggro or teamer energy, go control. Use Hour of Devastation. We have Scorpion God. Scorpion God is good in a couple instances. I prefer it against zombies. I also like it in control. Then, of course, Descendant Mindbender for control matchups and red-green energy matchups that are going to use Fling just to get Fling out of the hand. Descendant Mindbender is great. Alright, well, that is the deck. And I hope you guys take it into your next Friday Night Magic, your next Star City event, and really go through the motions with this deck. There's a lot of play, but it's a lot of tight play. This deck will punish you for making mistakes. So I hope you guys do give it its due time and have fun. My name is Justin with Epic Game Time. You all have been my epic viewers. I hope you go do something epic today. Later.